proper care and maintenance of the MP7 A1 requires some general disassembly. This includes disassembly into the main assembly groups: receiver with barrel, grip, safety, and trigger mechanism, backplate with buffer, charging handle, retractable buttstock, and buttstock locking mechanism, bolt with recoil spring and recoil spring guide rod, magazine, and front cover. This can be accomplished with only a small punch or something similar. Conduct disassembly and assembly on a table or clean undermat. Ensuring the weapon is unloaded and safe is the first step to any disassembly or maintenance. Remove the magazine. Retract the bolt all the way. Press and hold the bolt catch release lever to the top and release the charging handle, pushing it forward to the locked position. Make sure that there is no cartridge in the chamber and that the barrel bore is clear. Release the open bolt by pressing the bolt catch release lever all the way to the bottom. To disassemble, push out both locking pins at the rear of the receiver. Remove the buttstock with backplate, charging handle, bolt, and recoil spring to the rear from the receiver. The locking pins may be placed in the two holes at the toe of the stock so as to not be misplaced. To separate the bolt from the charging handle, compress the recoil spring by pushing the bolt carrier and backplate toward each other. When the charging handle is out of the track in the bolt carrier, lift the charging handle up slightly and release pressure. The recoil spring and recoil spring guide rod can then be removed from the bolt carrier. To remove the front cover, using the punch, press the clip of the front cover into the recess in front of the folding grip and remove the front cover to the front. The MP7 A1 is now disassembled into the main assembly groups and can now be cleaned, lubricated, and inspected. If necessary, the bolt and magazine can be further disassembled. For cleaning, the bolt can be further disassembled into the following subassemblies: bolt head carrier with firing pin safety and anti-rebound mass, locking pin for firing pin with firing pin spring, firing pin safety, control bolt, and bolt head with extractor and ejector. For disassembly of the bolt, the locking pin for the firing pin is pushed out to the right side of the bolt head carrier by means of a punch or pointed tool. The firing pin with firing pin spring can then be removed by pulling out on the firing pin safety. Remove the firing pin spring from the firing pin. The control bolt will then fall out when turned down. The bolt head with extractor and ejector can then be removed. This completes disassembly of the bolt. The magazine consists of the following parts: magazine housing, follower, magazine locking plate, magazine floor plate, and magazine spring. For disassembly of the magazine, push the magazine locking plate through the opening in the magazine floor plate and push the magazine floor plate to the front. Mind the magazine spring pressure with a finger over the magazine locking plate. Remove magazine locking plate and follower with magazine spring. Remove the follower by pulling it from the magazine spring. To remove the locking plate, slide the magazine spring from the retainer on the locking plate. This completes disassembly of the magazine. To reassemble the bolt, insert the bolt head from the front with the extractor to the right into the bolt head carrier. Insert the control bolt from the left through the guide cam of the bolt head carrier into the bolt head. Mind that the even surfaces on the control bolt protrude at the left side of the bolt head carrier and that they are parallel to the longitudinal axis of the bolt. Insert the firing pin into the firing pin spring. Minding that the rounded cutout section at the rear of the firing pin points to the top of the bolt head carrier, pull out on the firing pin safety and insert the firing pin with firing pin spring from the rear all the way into the bolt head carrier, through the bolt head and control bolt. Insert the firing pin locking pin from the right all the way into the bolt head carrier. Insert the recoil spring with recoil spring guide rod from the rear into the bolt head carrier. Take the receiver and slide the bolt with recoil spring halfway from the rear into the receiver and hold it. Slide the buttstock with backplate and charging handle from the rear into the receiver. Ensure the recoil spring and guide rod are inserted in the recess in the back plate. Engage the stud on the bottom of the charging handle into the groove on the top of the bolt head carrier. Insert the bolt group and the buttstock with backplate and charging handle all the way into the receiver and lock with the locking pins. Slide the front cover from the front onto the receiver until the clip of the front cover clicks into the recesses in the front of the foldable grip. To reassemble the magazine, insert the end of the magazine spring with a 90-degree bend into the eyelet of the magazine locking plate. Insert the follower into the magazine spring as shown. Then insert the follower with magazine spring and locking plate from the bottom into the magazine housing and press in the spring until the locking plate is even with the bottom of the housing. Slide the magazine floor plate from the front with its guide rails on the protrusions at the bottom of the magazine housing until the magazine locking plate engages with the protruding stud into the hole in the magazine floor plate. This completes assembly of the MP7 A1. When reassembly of the MP7 A1 is complete, the following operations must be checked. Operation of the bolt with the magazine removed. Operation when set at safe, semi-auto, and burst fire. Operation of the bolt catch with an empty magazine inserted. And operation of the bolt catch release lever. To function check the MP7 A1, with the magazine removed, retract the charging handle all the way and release. The bolt must slide all the way to the front and lock. When the safety is unset and the trigger pulled, the hammer must be released. Move the safety selector to safe. Retract the charging handle all the way and release. It must not be possible to pull the trigger. The hammer must not be released. Move the safety selector lever to semi-auto. When the trigger is pulled, the hammer must be released. Retract the charging handle all the way and release. When the trigger remains pulled and the bolt is retracted and has moved forward and locked, the hammer must be released when the trigger is released and pulled again. Move the safety selector to burst fire. Retract the charging handle all the way and release. When the trigger is pulled, the hammer must be released. When the trigger remains pulled and the bolt is retracted and released, the hammer must be released every time the bolt has moved forward and locked. When the trigger is released, the hammer must remain in its cocked condition when the bolt has moved forward and locked. Move the safety selector lever to safe and insert an empty magazine into the MP7 A1. Retract the bolt all the way and release. The bolt must be caught in the open position by the bolt catch. When the bolt catch release lever is pressed down, the bolt must be released. Remove the magazine. Push and hold the bolt catch release lever upward. Retract the charger handle all the way and release. The bolt must be caught in the open position by the bolt catch release lever. When the bolt catch release lever is pressed down, the bolt must be released. This completes the function check. The next film in the series will cover loading and unloading. Thanks for watching. If you found this video interesting or helpful, go ahead and give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. Then let us know what you thought or would like to see with a comment. If you'd like to support the channel more than you already are by watching and sharing the video, you can become a member on Patreon or YouTube. Links to these are in the description below. For more information on historical firearms, head on over to historyfirearms.com.